is coverage of area high school sports on KGFX, DRGnews.com, and the DRG News app. It's time for the pregame on KGFX.
Well, thank you very much, and a good Saturday afternoon, everybody. A day of high school volleyball coming your way, featuring the Pierre Governors and your official voice of the Govs on 1060 KGFX 103.1 FM. And we're live streaming as well. We've got live video with the help of Live Ticket available at drgnews.com and the DRG News smartphone app. Check out the KGFX page for both. A little bit later than we intended to go on the air today, but the length of the JV matches and now the sophomore matches into a third set, so a little bit later start, but here we are, Saturday afternoon volleyball, and it's two teams that are hungry for victories, not just the Pierre Governors, who are 2-7 on the season, but we welcome you to T Area High School, where the Titans, who call this gym home, are also looking for a victory. In fact, they're looking for a victory. They're 0-7 to start the season, but don't let that record fool you. They're a better team than that, and we've got a pretty even matchup coming up in this one, I do expect. Brian Oakland with the play-by-play with Caleb Brozick at side. It's Haley Hansen in studio. Caleb Brozick running video for Live Ticket. Haley Hansen in studio to provide technical direction. And we're glad to have you aboard. Governors Soccer continues, meanwhile, on River 92.7 as the Governors entertain the T Area Titans. And Justin Cowart on the call with that. We'll keep you updated as to how those go as soon as we get some information on that. But high school volleyball coming your way, and Governor Volleyball is brought to you by your Pierre Sports marketing sponsors, including Bank West, Beck Motors, Dakota Storm Roofing, Superior Concrete by Capital City, Ford, Lincoln Toyota, Avera Orthopedics, Rinky Gray Wealth Management, Overhead Door Company, Kruger Contracting, Century Business Products, Live Ticket, and the Brittany Shuffle Buying Agency, LLC. Coverage of the Govs also brought to you by Oahe Federal Credit Union, Slumberland Furniture, Wagner Auto, Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, Ferding Electric, and Kathy Sonnenschein Properties, by the Ramkota Hotel, American Bank and Trust, Zander Auto Parts, Bauman Lumber, Pierre Regional Airport, by Avera Health, May Adam Law Firm, TMA, Dakota Mart, Graham Tire, and Access Health of Fort Pierre. Governor Volleyball brought to you within the game by special in-game sponsors who include Bank West, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety, and the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Agtegra, CHS River Plains, Family Dental of Pierre and Gettysburg, Bauman Lumber, and Wagner Auto in Pierre. Keep up to date with the scores of today's games with the Wagner Auto scoreboard, sponsored by Wagner Auto, South Dakota's oldest auto dealer, the one place to go. And coverage of high school sports throughout our sports season on KGFX, brought to you in part by Venture Communications, serving Central South Dakota. Right now, this third and deciding matchup in the sophomore game is a 7-6 Pierre lead, as Pierre tries to get their first sub-varsity victory here today. The JV game was won by T Area in 2 sets. We'll take an opening 3-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll take a look at this one in more detail. We'll look around South Dakota, the state of volleyball, as we like to call it, and give you an update on scores from throughout the week, and also updated power rankings, schedule for today and into the week ahead, all part of that state of volleyball. We've got coaches' conversations and keys to success, your starting lineups, and more, all coming up in our Bank West pregame show. Bank West for the best, and you're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball on the official voice of the Pierre Governors, KGFX and DRG.com, DRGnews.com. There you go.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, Bank West has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. Bank West Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose Bank West. Bank West, convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
There's an app for everything, including high school sports, from the stations of DRG Media Group. Download the DRG News app from the App Store or Google Play. It takes only a moment, so you'll have it in time for this game. See live and archive video of all games, and when you select your favorite station during the live stream, the video will immediately pop up. See Central South Dakota high school sports on your phone or mobile device with the DRG News app. Download it now from the App Store or Google Play.
Superior Concrete is proud to sponsor the Governors this season and just as proud to offer the finest concrete solutions available for commercial and residential applications as well as foundation and flat work. The bottom line, if you need anything done with concrete, we can do it. Superior Concrete. Give us a call today for an estimate or more information. That's Superior Concrete. Find us on Facebook or call the office at 605-494-0102. That's 494-0102. Call today.
Century Business Products is a proud provider of the most reliable Kyocera copiers and printers to the Pierre School District. Backed by 5-time nationally awarded Kyocera servicing team. Are you looking to control color cost? Looking to reduce printers? Are you looking for more efficient ways to scan documents? Or maybe you'd like to become more paperless? Look no further than your local Century Business Products. Call 800-529-1950 and see how they're powering business technology.
Fall sports are here, and Beck Motor Company is proud to cheer on our local athletes. Just like teamwork on the field or court, you can count on teamwork at our dealership. Whether you're driving a new Chevy Equinox, a tough Chevy Silverado, or keeping your current ride in top shape with our service department, Beck Motor Company is here for all your automotive needs. Good luck to all our hometown teams this season. From your friends at Beck Motor Company, we're making a great deal better. www.beckmotors.com, 605-224-5912.
Do you dream of a custom home built within your budget and done on time? Kruger Contracting can make that dream a reality. They're a trusted home builder since 2003, and they're going to be upfront and open about cost and transparent about where your money is going when it comes to your new home. Their skilled crew will manage construction of your new home from start to finish. They're located in Pierre and can build your home in Pierre, Fort Pierre, or the surrounding area. Call 605-222-2523. Visit KrugerContracting.com or find Kruger Contracting on Facebook.
Welcome back to T Area in the southwestern part of the Sioux Falls Metro, as we can call it the Metro, but T Area, the newest of the AA schools. This is their second year of high school volleyball at the AA ranks, and they host the Pierre Governors today here on KGFX. I'm Brian Oakland, and for all of those who are on the road for high school sports, for the weekend, for any reason, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety celebrates being a part of a team. They remind us all to slow the drive, arrive alive, and buckle up to every trip, every time from the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety. T Area taking control in this race to 15 in this sophomore third set. It's 13-8 right now as the Governors now down to match point. T Area with another point as we speak. So it looks like the Titans will be poised to claim this one, barring a comeback from the Governors. Meanwhile, let's take a look and see how things have gone so far this week. This will be the third match of the week for both teams. Of course, for the Governors, as Kerry Wheelhouse has reminded me, it is their fifth match in an 8-day span. You go back to the two matches they hosted with Sturgis and Spearfish last Friday and Saturday. They started with a 3-1 victory over Sturgis, but Spearfish swept them on Saturday. And then on Tuesday, the Governors came down to this neck of the woods to Sioux Falls, Washington. They were swept, even though they hit the 20 mark in that first set. On that particular night, Governors back home on Thursday then faced up with Sioux Falls Lincoln, and Lincoln looked very strong. They beat the Governors 25-10, 16-10. Meanwhile, T Area, and again, they're 0-7 on the season, but they have been playing a lot of Metro volleyball against Metro teams, and obviously a very difficult schedule, and that's really only going to make them better as they go along here through the rest of the first half of their season. Tuesday night, they were swept by Sioux Falls Jefferson in 3 straight, and then Brandon Valley on Thursday night took care of the Titans in 3 straight as well. Brandon Valley, the second power-rated team behind Harrisburg, coming into today's action, as the final point of this sophomore match has just been won by T Area. Harrisburg, as we take a look at the state of volleyball power rankings in Class AA, headed by the 3-time state champion Harrisburg Tigers, and you really got to give it up for the Tigers. They actually took a trip to Las Vegas this weekend, and yes, Las Vegas, Nevada. On Thursday night, they had a one best 3 out of 5 matchup with a team that is supposedly, as they say, the number 3 rated high school team in all the country, in Marymount High School out of Los Angeles, California. Harrisburg got off to a bit of a rocky start, but they ended up sweeping this team 25-21, 26-24, and 25-17, if I remember the scores correctly. So, folks, bottom line is right here in South Dakota, we have one of the best teams in the country in the Harrisburg Tigers. And then yesterday, they played 3 more matches. They won 5 out of 6 sets and 3 best 2 out of 3 matches against other highly rated high school talented teams all across the country. So Harrisburg goes 4-0 over the weekend down at Las Vegas, playing matches Thursday night and then throughout the day yesterday. Congrats to them, and obviously they're just getting better and better. It's going to be tough to stop that team as they continue their quest for a 4th straight state title. But Brandon Valley has been close this year. Brandon Valley is 8-2, the 2-rated team. Rapid City Stevens, after a win yesterday over Sioux Falls Roosevelt, is now 13-2. And they're power-rated number 3, followed by Aberdeen Central and O'Gorman, tied for 4th. They're both 6-2 on the season. Spearfish comes in the 6th spot at 10-5. Sioux Falls Washington is 5-2, and that comes after they beat the Governors Tuesday, but then they lost in straight sets to Aberdeen Central on Thursday night, so that was a bit of a surprise there in Washington's loss up in Aberdeen. Watertown is 7-4. They're the 8th seed. Lincoln, after their win over the Governors on Thursday, is 7-3, followed by Mitchell at 5-3. Brookings is 6-10, but still in the 11th spot. Sioux Falls Jefferson, just 3-2 on the season after their win yesterday, is in the 12th spot. Rapid City Central falls to the 13, and then it's Yankton, Sturgis, and then Huron and Pierre right now are tied power average-wise for that 16 spot. And of course, the postseason has the Sodak 16. Only 16 teams will make it into the postseason. The Governors are trying to be one of those 16 teams, but it's going to have to start today, and they need a win in a kind of an important match coming up here today. Once again, Pierre and Huron are tied for the 16 spot, both with 2 and 7 marks. Those 2 teams will actually play each other not once, but twice over the course of the rest of the season. Roosevelt, Douglas, and T-Area are the last 3 in the 20-team Class AA. T-Area 0-7, but obviously just one victory can help their cause in trying to get themselves up into that Sodak 16 ranking, if you will. Matches today, including this one, Pierre at T-Area. O'Gorman is hosting Brookings, and also second half of overnight trips for the Rapid City schools to Sioux Falls. Stevens is playing at Jefferson this afternoon, and Rapid City Central plays at Sioux Falls Roosevelt. After today, interesting quirk of the schedule, the Governors will not play again until 2 weeks from today. Their next match is also their next home match, and they will be hosting the Brandon Valley Lynx, the second power-rated team in South Dakota. So really long layoff. I think the Governors could probably use it. They're a little bit tired. They've got to kind of regroup, and hopefully they can go out with a victory here today, but certainly going to be a much-needed 2-week layoff for the Governors after today. Into the week ahead, though, there's a Monday match. Yankton will host their Highway 50 rivalry in Vermilion out of Class A. T-Area back in action after today when they go to Watertown on Tuesday night. Along with that, in the ESD, Brookings is at Mitchell. Aberdeen will play at Huron. Yankton then at Sioux Falls. Lincoln. Harrisburg hosts Sioux Falls Washington, among top talented teams. O'Gorman at Sioux Falls Jefferson. And then out west, the I-90 rivalry in the Northern Hills between Spearfish and Sturgis. That's a look at the state of volleyball in Class AA and where things stand. Bottom line in this one, obviously, Pierre and T-Area both starving for victories, and both with a winnable matchup against each other in this one here at T-Area High School. We'll talk more about Governor sports when we get an opportunity, but let's take another 3-minute break and we'll go into Keys to Success, conversations with the head coaches coming up. We'll hear from Kari Hansen, the new head coach of the T-Area Titans, later on. But Kerry Wheelhouse is next as our Keys to Success come up here in our Bank West and Pierre Governor pregame. You're listening to Volleyball, Pierre Governor Volleyball, your official home of the Govs, KGFX and DRGnews.com.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, Bank West has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest, convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre is here for you. They make it easy when looking for a new vehicle, getting all available vehicle information so you can spend less time researching and more time enjoying your purchase. Shop their extensive inventory from home at CapitalCityFordToyota.com or stop into Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota, 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Count on them for all your service needs with convenient scheduling and in-stock parts. Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre, 605-224-7378.
Chances are you're overlooking a big energy thief in your home or commercial building. The garage doors. But Overhead Door Company of Pierre can help stop that energy waste with a full range of insulated, weather-tight garage doors. Their residential garage doors give you insulated performance at an uninsulated price. And their Thermocore insulated steel doors give commercial buildings the energy efficiency they demand today. Find out more. Call Overhead Door Company of Pierre at 1-800-649-9905 and put a stop to the garage door energy thief.
At Avera Orthopedics, we're transforming pain into possibility every day. Whether you're chasing a personal best or simply want to enjoy life to the fullest, our specialized care is designed to help you feel better and stronger. We're here for you. No referral needed. Trust Avera Orthopedics to unlock a world of endless possibilities. Visit avera.org/orthopedics and start your journey from pain to possibility today.
I'm Scott Nye. As a coach for the Pierre Governors, I know a winning game plan is crucial. When it comes to your finances, you deserve one too. At New Edge Advisors, our name is new, but our commitment to you isn't. We're the same trusted team you've known, and we've expanded our playbook of resources to help you plan for retirement, manage investments, and protect your future. Let's build the strategy that gets your financial future into the end zone.
Securities offered through LPL Financial. Member FINRA SIPC. Advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors LLC is a separate entity from LPL Financial.
Dakota Storm Roofing. It's a locally owned roofing company in Pierre, specializing in both residential and commercial roofing services. They can handle your asphalt shingle, metal roofing, and flat roof needs. New construction, plus all types of roof repairs. They can handle the finishing touches, adding fascia, soffit, and gutters too. No job is too big or too small. For a free estimate, call Dakota Storm Roofing at 280-9794. Go to dakotastormroofing.com or find them on Facebook or Instagram.
Saturday volleyball coming up. We talk keys to success with Kerry Wheelhouse, Governor head coach, and really a busy week, Coach. I mean, your third match, and I mean, this is the kind of it's in one way it's kind of the rhythm that you want, because it's you know, you've practiced about as many things as you can practice all season long. I imagine you just have to put it on the floor, and hopefully the product will take care of itself. You get a couple of tough losses to Washington and Lincoln this weekend, but now a T area team that is just as hungry for a win as you are, and this is going to be a tough one today.
Yeah, we definitely can't come off and be just like expecting that this is going to be a win for us. You know, they've taken and played pretty aggressively against some of these other Metro teams, so they've got some of those under their belt, been on the losing end of it, but they're not a team that you can just kind of walk all over. You know, it's any AA team, yourselves included. I mean, all you got to do is just get a good first pass, get in system, and you'll be able to swing hard, and good things will fall. And that applies to teams that are 2-7 or 0-7, as T is. Yeah, you make it sound really easy, Brian, and I think we can possibly, hopefully, get there today and get some of that stuff done. But you know, it's been a little tough this week. You know, we're on match 3 of this actual week, but we've played 5 matches in 8 days, and legs are getting tired, and girls are getting a little frustrated because we haven't been, but on the winning end on one of those games, and trying to put people in different positions. And then today, bus trouble coming down, so we're a little frazzled getting off the bus, and we just got to settle in right away and really get those first 5 points. I think that's going to be crucial. If we can be the first to 5, then we should be okay. And that's a great way to settle in, and that's got to be the key, because you settle in and just find a way to make this game fun again. I mean, everybody's playing the game because you love the game of volleyball, and competition is kind of what breeds that love of the game. Yeah, and we keep talking about just having those little mini games. Like, we just want to be the first to 5, first to 10, first to 15, so that we're not looking at it in a huge chunk. And so hopefully, even if we do get behind, get ourselves dug out. We've been doing pretty good about that, but I really want to be the first one to 5 because we need to come out with that fire today.
Let's look back on Thursday night, that Lincoln match, and there was one thing that was pretty notable to me, and that, sure, I don't think you were giving up big long runs to Lincoln most of the night. They had a couple of them, but boy, it was hard for you to score points in serve, and that's something you really got to find a way to do today.
Yeah, for whatever reason, we just struggle serving in our own court. When we go to a one court, it's just a struggle for us. Hopefully today we have that road serve that we had on Tuesday night against Washington, where we only missed one serve. So hopefully we can get back in rhythm today with that, and then really get aggressive on our front row. So these guys will pick up a lot of things, so we've got to really be good and get aggressive with it. Our front row's got to do a lot of work today, get in front of those block touches, and need to do a little more work up there.
And speaking of the front, how do you see the size matchup up there?
Yeah, they don't have, like when we were against Lincoln and they've got a 6'1" setter, they don't have that height over there, so we match up pretty well with them. They've got a couple girls that are, same height as our girls, but I think that's not going to be a problem. And from watching, they're not, jumping out of the gym like some of these other teams. So hopefully we can, as long as we can just get in front of them, I think we should be good to go.
All right, Coach, one more time. I'll say it again. Go have fun today. That's key to success.
Hopefully.
That's Gary Wheelhouse, head coach of the Pierre Governors. Coach's comments and keys to success in our KGFX and Bank West pregame. Let's turn the page after a 1-minute timeout, and we'll talk with the new head coach, Kari Hansen of the T-Area Titans, as our keys to success will continue. This is Pierre Governor Volleyball.
Do you love watching high school sports but find yourself wanting to be more involved? LiveTicket.tv has the solution for you. They're looking for production managers to assist for this school year. Duties include the management of equipment as well as basic technological understanding. But don't stress, paid training will be provided. Part-time wages starting at $20 per hour. Call 833-605-LIVE, extension 2. That's 833-605-5483, extension 2. And punch your ticket to joining one of the fastest growing companies in South Dakota.
At American Family Insurance, we help protect what you've achieved so you can fearlessly go after your dreams. For auto, home, business, and life, contact us today. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
American Family Insurance, Life Mutual, Standard of Ohio, Wisconsin Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin, 53783.
Keys to success continue. We're with Carmen
LLC, with offices in Pierre, Oneida, and Gettysburg.
The season, but from game 1 to now this is your 8th match coming up. I'm sure even without a victory to this point, you've still seen a lot of improvement, and that kind of comes with the turf when you've got to play Metro teams like Jefferson and Brandon Valley here that you've faced this past week. Now, kind of like Pierre that you're seeing, you'll finish off a busy week and a real important match for you.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the front half of our schedule is pretty challenging, but we've made a note to always have small goals that we're trying to reach in each game so that we can take the pressure off the scoreboard and just raise our level of play all around. So yeah, it's been great.
Absolutely, and now you face a Pierre team that, like you, really kind of searching for victories wherever you can get them, and I think both teams have to take this match on as a winnable opportunity, but just an opportunity to play maybe some of your best volleyball this season.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, our girls are motivated. We've been working a lot on body language and staying positive on the court and just making it so everybody feels supported and believed in while they're playing, and we really believe in our potential, and even in the losses that we've had, we've come out on top and knowing that we're improving no matter what.
Well, and you've been competitive too. You're not getting blown out in these matches. You're still scoring 18, 19, 20 plus.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. There have been a few games where it's like, oh man, if we just could have cleaned up some of our mistakes, it would have been a different way. But staying competitive and the close games are always fun. And no matter what, every game is going to tell you one of two things: what you want to do more of and what you shouldn't do at all. So, yeah.
Very good way to look at that. What are the things that are working for you that you're obviously you want to see improvement, but you're very happy with where you're at? And what are the things that you still need a lot of marked improvement on?
I think that our back row has really gone to work. Our serve receive and our defense has been one of my, going into the season, I wanted to reach that goal. And so We've done really well. Our serve receive was over 93% completion last game, and then our defense, we were getting at least 10 digs per set. It just was really good there. I think that one of the things I've been proud of that we've improved on is really spreading our offense and utilizing every single hitter and staying aggressive and swinging and not getting timid even when we do experience some of those hitting errors. So yeah, it's been great.
So coming into this match, we call this keys to success. What are your biggest keys in this one?
Talking to each other, saying loud, having a lot of great vocal energy, and then just body language. That's the biggest thing in volleyball is the team that can stay up in body language usually has the most success. So we've really been pushing body language and just staying positive and finding little wins, finding ways where even when the momentum might get taken or shifted, we can find it and get it back.
All right,
So, yeah.
and your first year running the show here, but you've got an old friend of ours helping you out too, in Polly Gill.
sure
Let's
do.
let me hear your stories about Polly and how she's helping your squad out too.
Holly is so amazing. We are so lucky to have her on the staff, and she just brings so much great energy into the gym every single time. She's the one that's always cheering. She's always, sometimes she'll be barking. She always calls everybody big dog, and she'll bark at them when they come into the gym, and she just hypes everybody up. Like, she really has made an impact in our culture here, and we feel so lucky that she's on our side tonight. Yeah.
That sounds like Polly. Coach, it's going to be a lot of fun. Good luck today, all right?
Yes, thank you.
Kari Hansen, the head coach of the T-Area Titans, who is assisted by one of the greats of Pierre Governor volleyball history in Polly Gill. And those are Coach's comments and keys to success. Bob and Lori Gill are here, by the way, and they're wearing T-Area Titan T-shirts. And I told Lori that I think she just lost her mayorhood over that, not supporting the Governors, so to speak, in this one. So having a good time, having fun with the family there. But in the meantime, keys to success, once again, part of our Bank West pregame show, and we'll look ahead at the starting lineups real quick. We're in the final minute of our pregame countdown here at the gym in T, and let's take a look at the Titans starting lineups. As they'll start with a setter in Avery Franzine, a 5'7" junior, setting up for hitters including Kennedy Chesley, a 5'7" sophomore. Not Kenny Chesney, but Kennedy Chesley, 5'7" sophomore for the T-Area Titans. A right side specialist up front is Ellie Clayberg. She's a 5'6" senior. Anea Connors is a 5'9" senior. She'll hit from the outside. Remington Bouchard, a 5'11" junior, hits from the middle. And Chloe Christensen is an outside hitter, a 5'10" sophomore. So a couple of seniors in this lineup, but sophomores and juniors mostly for T-Area. Chesley, Clayberg, Connors, Bouchard, Franzine, and Christensen the starting lineup. Brooklyn Berg and Maya Thorstensen will come in off the bench. The libero is Abby Boom. She is a 5'6" junior. T-Area ON7, head coached by Kari Hansen, assisted by Polly Gill, Carson Quigley, Hunter Meese, and Abigail Martz. For the Governors, with Allie Keys hitting on the outside. Actually, we will have our national anthem here. We'll give you the Governors starters after a quick 90-second break, and we'll be back with more Pierre Governor volleyball.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, Bank West has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. Bank West associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose Bank West. Bank West, convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre is here for you. They make it easy when looking for a new vehicle, getting all available vehicle information so you can spend less time researching and more time enjoying your purchase. Shop their extensive inventory from home at CapitalCityFordToyota.com or stop into Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota, 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Count on them for all your service needs with convenient scheduling and in-stock parts. Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre, 605-224-7378.
Inheritance, romance, and investment scams continue to plague South Dakotans with high dollar amount losses. They prey on vulnerable adults and swindle consumers out of their funds. Scammers befriend the victim, making it difficult for them to see the reality of what's happening. If you have a loved one susceptible to this type of scam, sit down and talk with them about these issues before it happens to them. If you or a loved one have been scammed in this manner, please reach out to the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
National anthem having been sung and performed here at T Area High School, we continue our starting lineups. And for the Pierre Governors, Molly Olson at one setter, a 5'6 junior, swapping in and out in rotation with Marina Bushbaum, a 5'9 junior who will hit from the right side. Sloan Waldron, the other setter, 5'7 and a senior. Setting up for the hitters, including Allie Keys of the Governors, who has to have a big game today, in my opinion, 5'8 and a junior on the outside. Alexis Schleckaway, a back row specialist, 5'7 and a senior. Sierra Prunny starts once again at 5'5 and a junior. And Addison Novotny, the middle hitter, the 5'11 sophomore, in up front. Off the bench, the Governors will bring in Hannah Eads, Lola Keenholz, and among others as needed. The Governors starters once again: Keys, Waldron, Schleckaway, Prunny, Novotny, and then depending on rotation, either Olson or Bushbaum. The libero is Hadley Hart, the 5'6 senior. The Governors are 2-7 on the season. They are head coached by Carrie Wheelhouse, assisted by Rachel Arbach and Peyton Gall. Starting lineups, and we also in that last break heard from the South Dakota Attorney General's office and their Division of Consumer Protection. They sponsor the other starting lineup in the naming of today's game officials, as we call them, the law on the court, sponsored by the South Dakota Attorney General's office. Minding the net today will be Scott Wagner, the R1, and Kim Weed, R2, two veteran officials. Both have done a lot of state tournaments, so good to have some good ones here. As Scott Wagner and Kim Weed are at the net, Lori Warren and Craig Hobbin will be the line judges today, as we thank our game officials for doing what they do and officiating high school sports very oftentimes a thankless job. Kim Weed, Scott Wagner, Lori Warren, Craig Hobbin, thanks folks for being our law on the court, sponsored by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office Consumer Protection Division. We'll serve it up after this 30-second timeout. You're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball and your official voice of the Govs, River 92.7. Check at KGFX AM and drgnews.com.
Taking care of your vehicle since 1980, TMA and Pierre has been serving Central South Dakota for over 42 years. Owners Bruce and Brenda Lounsbury, owners of the Ultimate Tire Store, have been taking care of customers at TMA for over 30 years. TMA, your hometown-owned business, offers quality service and products. Tires, mufflers, alignments, oil changes, brakes. Call 605-224-6167. Open Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. till 6 p.m. TMA, next to the Northridge Plaza in Pierre.
Back at T Area High School, Brian Olken with you. Caleb Brozick is on camera. Feel free to watch this match, and we hope that you do on the KGFX page of drgnews.com. You can also see it on your smartphone with the DRG News smartphone app, or watch through the Pierre School website, pierre.k12.sd.us. Our first serve is put in play, and T Area hitting from right to left. The Governors returning left to right. Good swing for Allie Keys, but it's dug back to the Governors. Now the Govs come right side, near side, and it is Sloan Waldron who will get the first swinging kill. That's a great start for the Governors on that first point. Two solid swings as they get in system, not once, but twice. And Pierre in the road greens with Waldron to serve. They're moving, again, hitting from left to right. T Area in their home whites with the navy blue trim and the gold sleeves on their libero as well. Free ball back by the Titans here. Waldron able to set up another good solid swing in the middle, and that's Hannah Eads who does start for the Governors. So two swinging kills, a couple of set assists as well. And a 2-0 start. Carrie Wheelhouse said key to success. See if they can get to the 5-point barrier first. And a hot shot served by Sloan Waldron turns into an ace, as that one is unable to be played by Abby Boom. The first three to the Governors. It was an interesting point that even Kari Hansen made as well. Very similar keys to success. Both of these teams struggling on the season, both starving for victories, and they want to win small victories within each match, within each set even. And that's kind of how they'll measure their success moving forward. Missed time jump. The Governors get a tap back. Here's Anea Connors with a good swing, but the Governors defend it well. Now Marina Bushbaum gets it across. Titans in system, but a tap. And a good layout there for Waldron. Bushbaum gets it back, and that one is covered up. Back up into the air. Connors tries to angle it, but on the near side will miss it. Out of bounds. That's a good volley for both teams, but A mistake for the Titans adds to the Governor cause, and they lead 4-0 here, just underway. Set number 1 as we race to 25. Waldron continues in serve. Titans will play this one up. Bump pass, but a bump return, and the return of serve. Governors will palm one away. T-Area covers that up, and now another tap at the net, but down into a catch by Eads. That'll be a kill. Tap kill at that by Remington Bouchard, and T-Area scores their first of the day. Connors will serve for the Titans, 1 serving 4. Sloan Waldron and the Governors off to a good start. See if they can get a quick side out here. Good pass up. Back set out to Eads, couldn't get much on it. Here's Bouchard, she is blocked by Allie Keys up front, but still the Titans with it. Connors will come up and hack from the back row. Hot shot, and Anaya Connors. I remember her playing at Riggs High last year when the Titans came in, and they were winless at the time last year as well. But they, even though the Governors won that match, it wasn't easy. I'm not so sure it didn't go 5 sets on that particular day. But Connors is one that will make T-Area go. If she can get her swings in rhythm, she might hit harder than anybody on the court. This time a little too strong on the serve, however, for Connors. And the point goes to the Governors. 2 for the Titans. The Governors now lead 5-2. So they do get to 5 first. Small key to success for head coach Kerry Wheelhouse. Now they want to see if they can get the next 5 first. So it's a race to 10 as far as Pierre is concerned. And they get a good start here. Return error by the T-Area Titans as Bouchard from the right side will miss low and into the net. And Hadley Hart scores a point in serve. 6-2 Governors. Hart with the southpaw. Played up by Boom. The setter will have to run it down. That's Clayberg with a long run and another free ball back out. Waldron setting up Keys, but this time Bouchard is there for an ace block. And the Titans will get the defensive point in this one. And Remington will head back to serve here. 3 serving left, swing for Novotny, but that's dug up, and a free ball back by the Titans. It's Keys, Waldron, now Bushbaum with a shot. Well timed by Marina Bushbaum. Comes up on the run, runs a good route, and the Governors with their 3rd kill of the day, 1 each for 3 different swingers. They hold the Titans to a 1 and done, 7 serving 3. Allie Keys' turn. It's the whistle, lobs it across this time. Titans go to the knee. Well, Avery Franzine on to serve, played up by Bushbaum, who will leave it for Waldron. Waldron to Novotny, that's dug up, but then returned right back to the Governors. Now Pierre has to free ball one back. Fronty on the return. Franzine setting up the route run on the outside for the Titans. That's Maya Thorstensen, a 5'6" junior who gets up and swings well. Back and forth now, Abby Boom, right? And Anaya Connors wanted to hammer it back home, but she hit it low and into the net. Connors saw that as a golden opportunity, but cannot take advantage. And the Governors fortunate to come away with that service side out point. And they'll lead 9-6. Here's Connors back, more conventional swing, and Novotny tries to reach, but can't get down to it. And Anaya Connors will score a 2nd kill for the Titans. Trading side outs back and forth now the last few points. Govs have been up by 3, then 2, then 3, then 2. Now it's down to a 2-point lead as the Titans will serve. That's Christensen to send it across. Here we'll play it up. Hannah Eads with a big swing, but too big. Out on the left side. First error of this first set for the Governors, and suddenly after a 4-0 start in Pierre's favor, T-Area has chipped away and they're back within 1. It's 8 serving 9. Christensen across once again. Swing, blocked at the net, loose ball. Good job by Olsen to cover up the return. Pierre will clear it out. Now back to the Titans. Adjustment on the floor. It's Olsen here to Waldron. The set wasn't there for the hitter though, mistimed. Now a power tap back. There's Prunty to Olsen. Back set near side, and the swing by Waldron stays low and into the net. Good volley, but the Governors come up short on that one, literally and figuratively. And T-Area has tied this thing up at 9 serving 9. Chloe Christensen, the sophomore. Effective lob serves. There's Olsen with a second touch across, and that'll work. There was a touch on the front line, and then Christensen dives to try to keep it off the floor, but hits it to the bleacher section across the way. That's a set kill for Molly Olsen, and the Governors will stay in front here. 10 serving 9 coming up. And this will be Alexis Schleckaway. Serving left to right from the right side of the service line. Christensen up to Franzine, but a free ball back out by the Titans. Here's Waldron leaving one up front. Connors will have to backhand one across. Nice job by Olsen to keep it off the floor again. And this time it's a block up front. Allie Keys takes a swing, and that may not have gotten across the tape, but we'll give the benefit of the doubt. And the defensive point to Remington Bouchard, who has her second of the day. 10 serving 10. And it's Clayberg on to serve this one right back to the net by Waldron. That's an effective effort by Ellie Clayberg. Service ace, and the Governors will take a timeout. They trail for the first time in this first set, 11-10. Titans on their home floor now leading in the race to 25. We'll pause on this Agtegra timeout for 30 seconds and be back with more Pierre Governor Volleyball.
It means more than being just another small-town business. It means showing up for our member owners when they need us, supporting the organizations that empower the next generation of community leaders and agriculturalists, and providing resources to help ensure the communities we live in are here for generations to come. At Agtegra Cooperative, local isn't just about where our locations are. It's about serving our farmers, our employees, and our communities in ways that nobody else will.
Hey, Josie, why so glum, chum?
Welcome back to the Owyhee Federal Credit Union Press Box. Owyhee Federal Credit Union, where they treat you like you own the place, because you do.
Titans have taken an 11-10 lead. Timeout on the floor called by the Governors. Timeouts in our broadcast are brought to you by Agtegra, who reminds farmers that acres ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential. Straight from the start, contact your Agtegra Cooperative at your earliest convenience. Brian Oakland with play-by-play. Haley Hansen in studio. Caleb Brozick on camera for live ticket as well. Watch this one at drgnews.com. Governors will try to get things back on the right track. Then they get a back row kill from Lexi Schleckaway. Right out of the timeout, Lex with her first kill. And the Governors have 6 different players who have scored 1 kill apiece so far. Both teams spreading the wealth, even though nobody individually is overly wealthy in that regard so far. Connors is looking for her third for T area, won't get it. Schleckaway with a dig in the back row. Hart will set back to Prunty, but that one's cleared out. And now, actually that was Waldron swinging. Waldron trying to stare down the bullet here. Remington Bouchard, and Bouchard will win that battle. And an 11-11 tie is broken. It's 12-11 Titans. Connors right to left. Not much on this one. She went long on her last one, so she pulls the string down this time. And timing of the set, no good for the Governors as Waldron puts it up too high, and Allie Keys unable to get a swing across. Serve return error for the Governors is their third error on the floor, and a first 2-point lead for T area. Connors brings the heat this time. Now Bushbaum will try to hit one across, but that one goes upward and then outward and longward. Back-to-back misses for the Govs. T area building a 3-point lead now, 14 serving 11. Connors shimmies one off the net. And it is Bushbaum with a tough break this time. Anea Connors with her first ace. T area with their second overall, 15-11 now. As Connors will send it away again, but this time off the mark and no good. 15-12. Updating the score, that was 4 in a row for T area. The Governors have work to do. Hadley Hart's turn to serve. And now this one gets by. Boom, it goes long in the wrong direction. Titans unable to run it down. Titans have, they've got sizable bleacher sections on both ends of the court, but they pull them out or they push them all the way back here for volleyball. So there's a lot of room off of the ends of both ends of this court here at T Area's high school gym. That was an ace, by the way, for Hadley Hart. Governors back within 2, 13-15. Allie Keys takes a swing, but it's low and in the net. And again, if you're the Govs, I think you want to, as far as the Governor hitters go, they want those sets up a little bit closer to the net. In this case, Keys 8 feet off. She'll tell you she probably should have made that hit, but again, this comes up a little bit low. Side out back to the Titans. Keys from the right side is dug up by Ellie Clayberg. The Governors get a defensive touch with a block up front. Bushbaum setting across the way, and Keys will miss. This pass actually was to the net, but the hitters have to get on top of them as well, and that was not the case. 17-13, Titans inching closer to a set 1 victory. Here's Bushbaum from the middle, off of the block. Good dive to keep it alive for the Titans, and they return. Pushed back by Keys, now close to the net, and a loose ball, and we will have a point to Pierre, as the setter tried to keep it alive, but could not do so. It's a hitting error for the Titans. Side out back to the Governors. As Bouchard comes out of the front line, they bring Chloe Christensen in up front. And Allie Keys back to serve. Boom, we'll play it up to Clayberg. She'll bump it back this way, and Chesley will swing and score for the Titans. Kennedy Chesley with her second. Keys out of the back line. Hadley Hart back in. Lola Keenholz also in the middle back row. Keenholz replaces Allie Keys. Here is a serve that is just long. And that one from Avery Franzine, I believe, if not Brooklyn Berg, a 5'6" junior who's on in the back row for the Titans as well. That one looked like it was long all the way, but then all of a sudden it kind of died and only missed by, I would say, 2 or 3 inches at most. Now Molly Olson's turn to serve for the Governors, who trail by 3, 15-18. The serve is returned on a free ball. Governors with a chance to get in system. Olson setting up Novotny. She's blocked right back. Pierre has it again. Olson behind her to Waldron, and another block by the Titans, and then a loose ball up over the net, and Kennedy Chesley will take advantage and hammer it home to the back left corner. Our near left corner from our vantage point here, and the Titans have side out again. Governors did almost everything right. They just couldn't put it away. That T area defense too good up front. And then they take advantage with the loose ball at the net. Pierre down by 4 again, 19-15. Waldron taps out the return of serve, and Aya Connors stays on the floor to return herself. And Pierre's got to get one away. Can't do it. There's too much chaos on that Pierre side. Hitting error number 7 and a timeout number 2 here in this opening set, taken by Carrie Wheelhouse and the Governors. Titans building a 20-15 lead with a 5-point lead, 5 points to go. And this is an Agtegra break in the action. We're back after a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball.
I can't find a way to get my whole group to one spot without taking all these cars. You haven't heard of Denwall Transportation? They have luxury seating buses with air conditioning, outlets to charge your phone, and other must-haves for traveling. Whoa, no way! Yeah, you should check them out. Where can I find them? You can follow them on Facebook or denwalltransportation.com, or hey, let's give them a call at 605-532-3836. Denwall Transportation, let us do the driving.
Welcome back to the Owyhee Federal Credit Union Press Box. Owyhee Federal Credit Union, where they treat you like you own the place, because you do.
And the Pierre Governors starving for victories. Even set victories, in fact. T-Area 0-7 on the season. And all 7 losses have been by straight sets. Huron, West Central, Harrisburg, Brookings, O'Gorman, Jefferson, Brandon Valley. But this is a team that still is much better than their record indicates. And we expected a tough one for the Governors coming in all throughout. Abby Boom out of the timeout will serve into the net. The 4th service error for the Titans. The Governors with a much needed side out. Now they got to get something going as Novotny serves. 16 serving 20. Titans with an adjustment on the floor. Clear it away. A chance for Hannah Eads. She also has to adjust. Here's Connors, and that one stays low and in the net. The Governors catch another break. Titans will try to protect the lead, and there's one thing that'll be very interesting, I think, in the later stages of every set here today. Neither of these teams are used to winning sets. The Governors have won sets. In fact, they've won 2 matches over Douglas and Sturgis, but the idea of finishing sets is something that could be a little difficult for both teams. Sierra Prunty taking a swing left side, and that one goes long. Governors settle for 2 in serve this time. It's 21-17 Titans. Brooklyn Berg out. And it is Chloe Christensen to serve. She'll help the Governor cause by putting one short and in the net. 18 serving 21. Schleckaway on to serve for the Governors. Keenholz checks out. Allie Keys is back in up front for the Green. Schleckaway knuckles one across, and boy, effective serve, but it's returned back. Free ball. Here's Olsen from Hart. Pushed back by Keys. Couldn't get a swing on it. Second touch is over from the Titans. Waldron once again, and the block up front for Bouchard. Her third ace block of this opening set, and that's a block of Novotny, who was trying to push it back. Remington Bouchard having a big first game. On her home gym, 22-18. Ellie Clayberg puts one across. There's another swing, and Waldron is blocked back, and that one falls on the near sideline. Without a touch, but Bouchard does it again. 4 block points here in this opening set. Titans are 2 away from claiming game number 1. They lead 23-18. Waldron to Olsen here. There's Allie Keys, and that's exactly what the Governors need. And they need an awful lot. They need to time it up. Good pass, good set. The assist to Olsen. Keys with the shot. And Pierre has a 23-19 deficit here. But they do have the serve. Now Waldron shanks one off the right side, and that's out of bounds. Here on the near side, 24-19 at set point for the Titans. We're looking to win their first set of the season. And Aya Connors serves it across. Hadley Hart puts it up in the back row. Cleared out by Bushbaum. Diving, saved by Christensen. It's pushed back to the Governors. Here's Waldron to Bushbaum. That would have been long, but Connors puts it up in the air. Now sent back, and Kennedy Chesley finds it the floor again. 4th kill for Chesley. Titans celebrating their first victory of the season in a single set. And on the Wagner Auto scoreboard, game 1 to the home team as they defeat the Governors 25-19. Scoreboard brought to you by Wagner Auto Company in Pierre, the one place to go. We'll pause for 2 minutes and go to game number 2 when we come back with more. Pierre Governor Volleyball, your official voice of the Govs. River 92.7 and drgnews.com.
Great deal on smoking fast fiber internet from Venture Communications. Upgrade to the speed you need, up to 1 gig. And with whole home Wi-Fi included as part of your service, experience no-lag gaming, your favorite music, web surfing, HD video streaming, and connect to the latest smart devices. If you're ready for an upgrade, call or visit Venture Communications online.
Allied Plumbing and Heating is your contact for business, farm, commercial, and residential plumbing needs located in Pierre. No job is too big or small for Allied. Put our over 50 years of experience to work for you. At Allied Plumbing and Heating, the only surprise we want for our customers is how fast they get the job done. That's why we offer free estimates on every single service, no hidden charges. Give them a call today at Allied Plumbing and Heating. Remember, you can rely on your allies.
John Hoffman Electric is your neighborhood electrical service contractor, and so much more. No job is too big or too small for our team of professionals. We pride ourselves on keeping up with new technologies, such as Aerial, an augmented reality visual tool used to customize and experience a finished space before breaking ground. So whether you're building new or renovating a home, farm, or commercial space, let John Hoffman Electric light the way. John Hoffman is a proud sponsor of all local activities broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
Protect what matters most with the Brittany Scheffelbein Agency, American Family Insurance. Our personalized insurance solutions ensure you're covered, no matter what life throws your way. From home and auto to farm, commercial, and life, we tailor policies to fit your unique needs. With our dedicated team and exceptional service, you'll have peace of mind knowing you're in good hands. Contact the Brittany Scheffelbein Agency, LLC.
Best of luck in today's competition to the Pierre Governors from Black Sheep Agronomy, your local agronomy experts. Black Sheep Agronomy wants you to have a successful farm plan, and they're focused on products and practices
Welcome back to the Owyhee Federal Credit Union Press Box. Owyhee Federal Credit Union, where they treat you like you own the place, because you do.
Game that was won 2-1 by T Area, but the third power-rated Pierre Governor girls squad is up 2-0 at halftime. Soccer is on River 92.7 with volleyball here on KGFX. You're listening to Governor Volleyball and your official voice of the Governors, 1060 AM, 103.1 FM, KGFX. A proud member of DRG Media Group and available at drgnews.com, where you can watch the live video stream with our help from Live Tickets as well. Brian Oaken play-by-play. Game 2 underway as Sloan Waldron serves first. The net serve was played up by Clayberg, but bumps that spike, and the Titans get Anea Connors swinging and scoring from the middle. Titans strike first. Governors suffer the loss in game 1, and now as the serve by Clayberg goes the distance, this one on the back half of the end line, and Craig Hobbin making the call. That's an ace for Ellie Clayberg, her second so far, and she'll lob this one. The Governors come up, and a nice play by Schleckaway to dive to keep it off the floor. Marina Bushbaum taps it back. Here's Bichard swinging. Pierre, I think, is in the net, but that's a point for Remington Bichard. Titans off to a very quick start here in game number 2. Super important for the Governors to try to minimize damage early on and get the side out, get the serve back as soon as possible. A tap return of serve here. Connors waits, and now the Governors get a block. 1-2. Connors tried to keep it alive. Here's an ace block for Hannah Eads. The 5'11 sophomore, middle for the Governors. Big point there. Side out back to Pierre. Trailing 3-1. Hadley Hart serves. That's a good low line drive right across the net, but Abby Boone plays it up well, and a block up again. Point to the Governors. Novotny is there, if not Allie Keys. Pass for the Titans a little too close to the net. They couldn't do much with it, and the tapper that attempted to go across was blocked right back. So Eads with one will give Novotny a block point as well. Nice diving effort here by Sloan Waldron, but Bichard has a swinging kill from the middle for the Titans. Man, it'll be 4-2. T Area. Just underway, set number 2. Anea Connors to serve. She'll go up the middle, and Hart misplays. Hart and Keys, maybe a little miscommunication. Contributing to that, Connors with her second ace. T Area's got 4 overall, already 2 in this second set, which they lead 5-2. Connors lobs one. Keys puts it back to the net, and Waldron plays it out of there, but her follow through and trying to put it up in the air raises the bottom of the net, and an easy call for the officials. Serve return error for Pierre makes it 6-2. T Area in front. Hart, as Waldron runs down the pass. Now Bushbaum free balls it away. Clayburgh sets up Bouchard, and Waldron is right there to dig. Pass outside, actually on the net, and we'll have a double hit called on the Governors as Keys was trying to keep it alive. Fundamentals of this game. Everything begins with passing. You've got to have the good passes. The first pass, not only that, but the second set, hopefully the set pass. And the Governors unable to get that last one to go. Now Connors serves just long. Similar look on that one as to what a Clayburgh ace had earlier in this second game. Looked like it might have been on the back half or an inch or two long. This time it's ruled long, and it's 7-3. Good swing here by the Titans, but a dig in the back row for the Governors. Good job for Allie Keys. And now Clayburgh would have had a double hit on that set, but they're not really calling things like that this season. Tap back, now Bouchard will swing. That one getting by Keys. Waldron runs a long way down. Good hustle there, and it's cleared away by the Governors and Hadley Hart, but back come the Titans. However, Kennedy Chesley swings low and into the net. The Governors got a hustle point this time. Great rundown by Hadley Hart to get it across, and even before that, Sloan Waldron ran a long way to keep one alive. Clayburgh sets up, little palm shot here, and a T area point. The Governors are in the net. And the unfortunate thing about that is that was a gift coming back from T area. A free ball on the return of serve, but yet somebody's playing the net. They turn around, their backside rattles it, and you don't get the point. 8-4. Served by Bouchard is low, and that stays in the net. T area trying to serve aggressively, but they're up to 7 service misses now. Govs within 3, and Molly Olson is off the bench to serve, 5 serving 8. Marina Bushbaum out of the front row. Olson will play through the back line, and she'll serve an ace. This one dies right in front of Abby Boom. Third ace for Pierre. First for Malls, and it's 6-8. This one hit a little harder. Boom sets it up into the air for Clayburgh, and the good set outside. Swinging kill for Avery Franzine, 5'7" junior. Listed as a setter, but turned into a right side hitter, and she rotates to serve here. That might have been checking, is it 8 or 3 that's serving now? It's Franzine that's serving. Not so sure it wasn't Maya Thorstensen who got that last kill. That may have very well been the case. Meanwhile, the Governors can't keep one alive. First pass back to the net. Point to the Titans, and they lead 10-6. Third error for the Govs in this second set, as Franzine will miss low and in the net. Titans are struggling in serve. Their percentage not where they want it to be. Here's a lob serve, though, for Novotny, and she'll come up low. Addie Novotny, who had to leave the match on Thursday night with an ankle injury. That was a recurring nagging ankle injury, and then this one she comes up short on. She's just trying to lob it across, didn't hit it far enough, but then she certainly looked like she's favoring that ankle as she comes out of the match. Here's a point to the Governors and a lift called up front by the Titans. That'll be an error for the home team. Good defensive presence by Hannah Eads as she held off on a ball that never made it to the Pierce side. But it gave the Titans a little something extra to think about. And the Governors serve it away. Here's Schleck away. That short hops in front of Thorstensen in the back row. Nope, of Brooklyn Berg. And an ace for Lexi Schleck away. Fourth of the day for the green and black. Schleckaway goes far side on the angle this time. The return is right back. Keys couldn't put it home. The Governors get a free ball, though. Now Olson bumping close. Keys up, loose ball on the net, and T area gets a point. Connors Oh, they just called a 4th hit here. Scott Wagner, I'm not really sure what you got there, but the Governors. Connors got up there and put one down, and the Governors got a touch on it up front. I think Scott Wagner didn't see that Linnea Connors had a touch on that. It turns into an error for Pierre. T gets the point, but then they give one back, and once again, a serve into the net. So we'll play on here. It's 10 serving 12. The Governors have the serve back. Waldron rotates and will serve. That one shimmies across, but it's played nicely by Thorstensen. Now Bouchard off the 10-foot line. Dug up by Keys. Wanted it back, didn't get it. It's a back set, and now Bushbaum puts one through the hands of Remington Bouchard. The Governors get the point anyway, and Marina Bushbaum will score. First kill of the second set for the Governors. It's their 11th point. That makes it 12-11 T area. And the Titans will take their first timeout of the day. Timeouts on our broadcast brought to you by Agtegra. Acres ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. Contact your local Agtegra cooperative today. We'll take a 30-second break, and we're back with more Pierre Governor Volleyball.
This region. As community members themselves, Tyler, Tice, and Austin support area students who work hard in their school and extracurricular activities. Good luck, Governors, from Black Sheep Agronomy. Call 842-6104 for all your agronomy needs.
Stay in a beautiful Black Hills vacation home, the Summit on Dancing Sky near Leeds, South Dakota, in the popular Powder House Pass development. It's a modern rustic design with over 5,000 square feet, 6 bedrooms, and 5 baths for you to enjoy. You'll get gorgeous views of the Terry Peak Mountain Range. There's a community pool to enjoy, and you're close to all the attractions like Deadwood, Sturgis, Spearfish, and a whole lot more. The Summit on Dancing Sky. Visit them at DancingSky.com.
Welcome back to the Owyhee Federal Credit Union Press Box. Owyhee Federal Credit Union, where they treat you like you own the place, because you do.
Server for the Governors. And obviously, everybody wants to serve aggressively, but sometimes serves are just like free throws in basketball. You've got to be able to make them. It's a good serve across by the Titans. Palm shot back. Clayberg will cover it up from Bushbaum. Now Connors will swing just in front of the 10-foot line. Good jump set outside Waldron. Now the swing from Keys, and a great dig for the Titans, but Boom will clear it away from the back row and hook it out of bounds on the near side. A point to the Governors. 12 serving 13, halfway home. Governors would love to tie this one up if they can get the momentum boost through the second half of set number 2. And this is a whiff on the serve. Hadley Hart with the ace. Franzine just maybe had a little piece of indecision going on there. She just couldn't make the play. Govs tie it up at 13. Hart with the southpaw again. Boom with a good bump pass this time. Clayberg underneath it. Here's one that goes much too far. And the miss by Franzine. Well, I had a kill for Franzine earlier. I gave it to Thorstensen. Apparently Franzine does do some swinging up front, so we'll give that kill back to her from earlier. Governors' first lead of the set, 14-13, but now that'll come to an end as Hadley Hart will swing and hit long. 3 service errors for the Governors in this third game, 14-14. Linnea Connors lobs one across. Govs keep it alive, and a great second reflex by Waldron to keep it off the floor, but here's a swing in the middle, and Remington Bouchard continues to score for the T area Titans. Off the block and down. And the Governors trail 15-14 as Connors will serve it again. Hart, good first pass. Waldron outside. It goes to Novotny, and then it comes right back. Novotny with 2 hands cannot put it away. Clayberg got underneath it, but now it's back to the Governors again. Waldron here to Novotny, and a block by Kennedy Chesley. 5th ace block for the Titans. Bouchard has 4, now Chesley with 1, and it's 16-14. And in hindsight, if the Governors could just get some higher sets and really set up for their hitters. They're trying to play fast pace, but sometimes you just have to simplify. Connors gives one back, however, with the service miss. That goes long. That's her 4th error in serve. Doves trail by 1, 16-15. Allie Keys serves. Played up, swing from the 10-foot line, right side. Bichard is dug up. Now the Governors have to two-hand tap. It's returned right back. Hart to Waldron. Novotny in the middle. Couldn't get anything on that. Another dig for Hart. Here's Keys. Line drive set, and Allie Keys gets one down. Point to Pierre, and we're tied again at 16. Well, it wasn't Keys. That had to be Schleckaway up front. Keys is actually serving. That was a service point for the Governors. Now Keys will send this one long. And Lola Keenels will check in for Allie in the back row. 17-16, T-Area back in front by 1. This is Bichard serving. Marina Bushbaum plays it up. Hadley Hart calls for it. Now cleared away by Schleckaway. Free ball back. Here comes Hart to keep it off the floor. Pierre in chaos, but they do get it back. Titans in system and swing and score. That's Franzine for the point. Service point for T-Area. Game 2, Titans are looking for a 2-game lead here on a Saturday afternoon. Bichard serves to Bushbaum. That'll be an ace. The Governors couldn't make a play. That one ran up high on the body of Marina Bushbaum. And an ace for Remington Bichard, who has 5 kills and 4 blocks in this match. Now she gets her first ace, and now she'll get her second one. Bushbaum dives for it. Hits it wayward. Gov's unable to make a play. Carrie Wheelhouse off the chair, but hasn't called a timeout yet. Titans crack the 20-point barrier for the first. Well, they crack it first again here in game 2. And Gov's trying to communicate. Waldron calls off Hart, and free balls the return of serve. Here's a swing from the middle. Count it again. Chloe Christensen. And another timeout asked for and received by Carrie Wheelhouse, and Agtegra breaking the action. The Titans are on a 5-point rally with 4 to go. And a 2-set lead is their quest for this one. They lead 21-16 in the second. And Agtegra timeout on the floor. We take it with them. We're back in 30 seconds with more Pierre Governor Volleyball.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Getting ready to head out to the game or getting back afterwards? DJ Senix is a must before or after your travels. DJ Senix has a great selection of hot and cold snacks. They're second to none for your choice of hot or cold beverages too. And when you're heading out, be sure to fuel up with quality from the pumps at DJ's with 3 different grades. Back late? No problem. DJ's features pay at the pump convenience 24 hours a day. DJ Senix, 507 West Sioux and Pierre. Your choice for quality service and selection.
At Dakota free ball. And
welcome back to the Owyhee Federal Credit Union press box. Owyhee Federal Credit Union, where they treat you like you own the place, because you do.
5. Titans lead 21-17 as Bichard checks out. It is Brooklyn Berg into the back line for T-Area. The Governors will rotate Bushbaum out. Molly Olson in to serve. Olson across, nice play by Franzine, good pass up to Clayberg, but then a free ball back, and the Governors just not ready for it. It's just a simple tap pushed across by Abby Boom, who actually is going to get a kill on this play. Literally into the campfire. The Governors had a lot of people who just didn't want to approach the fire, as it turned out. Schleckaway gave it a late attempt. Side out, though, back to the Titans. There's one that will send the Titans running, and it's Addie Novotny from the right side, swinging somewhat and scoring 22-18. Governors in rally time right now. Left to right, serves across from Novotny, laid up and gotten right back by Maya Thorstensen. Novotny digs, but it's over to the far side. Schleckaway runs out of real estate. Thorstensen will score her first of this second set, 23-18. And again, the Titans in command. It's Abby Boom's serve, lib to lib. It's across to Hadley Hart. Molly Olson pushes the second one over. Titans run it down, and now the cross-court effort is good in the back corner, and the Titans giving their hitter a push, and she falls right down. Thorstensen with two in a row, set point T area. 24-18. Boom across again. Laid up by Keenholz. The Governors free ball it back. Lead pass up front. Olsen reaches. It's a little dig off the block. Now Schleckaway takes a swing. Berg with a dig in the back row. Connors for the finish, and it's good. And T area wins their second straight on the Wagner Auto scoreboard. They score the last three, and it's T area 25 and the Governors 18. Scoreboard from Wagner Auto Company in Pierre, the one place to go. South Dakota's oldest auto dealer. Now 2 minutes coming up. We're halfway through. T area is 2 down, 1 to go as they search for their first victory of the season. Halftime in KGFX broadcast brought to you by CHS River Plains, serving cities throughout central South Dakota. We'll hear from them, and we're back in 2 minutes for game number 3. You're listening to Governor Volleyball and your official home of the Govs, KGFX and DRGnews.com.
Health. We offer comprehensive mental health services, including medication management. With offices in Pierre and Winter, we provide in-person and telehealth appointments to fit your schedule. Whether you're managing anxiety, depression, stress, or other concerns, our compassionate team is here to help. We are currently accepting new clients, so take the first step for better mental health today. Call Dakota Behavioral Health at 605-702-6769 or visit dakotabh.com to schedule your appointment.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic opioid, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
Explore the 2023 Lincoln Navigator at Capital City Ford in Lincoln. Every time you approach your Lincoln, you'll receive a recarpet welcome. Twin turbocharged 3.5 V6 engine with auto start-stop technology, you'll travel confidently with technology that meets all your needs. Now you can get the 2023 Navigator for 5.9% at 72 months. Stop in to see the full vehicle lineup at Capital City Ford in Lincoln. Capital City Ford in Pierre, South Dakota.
Futures aren't made by accident. They're dreamt, they're planned, they're discovered. At Northern State University, futures are the result of hard work and grit. NSU is an academic powerhouse with a spirit of exploration and genuine support, where professors know your name and push you to discover what you're truly capable of. But don't take our word for it. When you experience Northern, you'll see the difference here.
The Best Western Ramkota Hotel in Rapid City supports all South Dakota student athletes and their families. They are conveniently located off Interstate 90, close to downtown and minutes from the beautiful Black Hills. The Ramkota offers sports and family-friendly rates. Guests can relax for free in the indoor water park. They have 36,000 square feet of banquet and meeting space, and the award-winning Minerva's Restaurant and Bar is located on site. Best Western Ramkota welcomes everyone to beautiful Rapid City, South Dakota.
With our new online loan application, you can go to our website and apply for a loan when it's most convenient for you. We make getting loan approval fast and easy. Our local lenders are available to assist you if you have any questions. We make it pain-free to get that loan you've been wanting. We're an equal housing lender. Oahe Federal Credit Union, your hometown credit union since 1955. Federally insured by NCUA.
Get your sprayer ready for winter with Grossenberg Implement's Service Department Winterization Special going on now. Through October 31st, bring in your John Deere self-propelled sprayer and get discounted labor and parts rates, only $650. And that includes genuine John Deere winterization fluid for protection down to minus 40 degrees. But hurry, this offer must be completed and by October 31st, 2025 to qualify. Stop by Grossenberg Implement and see your service or parts manager today for complete details.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to
swings and scores for her 7th kill of the afternoon. Govs scored the first 2. Titans have the next 3. And Anea Connors will serve it up again. That one just across the net. Good keep alive by Allie Keys. And the Governors send it right out to Eads here on the near side. And Hannah ricochets off the block, and it finds its way to the floor. Eads with her 2nd kill. Nobody for the Governors has more than 2 kills this afternoon. They would really love to try to get somebody going here. Whether it's Eads, who has now checked out of the rotation. Hadley Hart is in to serve at the libero spot. Govs with a block touch up front. Outside, here's Allie Keys. That one touched by the Titans. 3, Remington Bouchard back to serve. That's a hot shot that tickles the tape, but comes across to the Govs, and now Bushbaum scores from the middle. Marina Bushbaum. It's fun. It's so fun to watch, and especially when teams that struggle, when they get in system, it's such a good thing to see, and that's where the Governors are in plays like that. Now up front, the return of serve. The Keys serve is returned right back to the net, and an easy 2-hand put away for Addie Novotny. Titans with a little misplay and the return that time. Now Keys again out of the reach of the diving Brooklyn Berg. And the Governors with probably their biggest momentum push all afternoon long. They've taken a 6-4 lead, scoring 3 in a row. But they're doing it a little more impressively. Now Bushbaum again with a 2nd touch is over. Titans played it up though, and they defended it well. Free balled back. Here's a chance for Keys, who has to stay on the floor though. Clayberg pushes out to the near side, and again, Kennedy Chesley. One thing about Chesley, she just seems like the stopper right now for the Titans. Bouchard has been big in a lot of ways, but Kennedy Chesley, when they need a point, she's come up with some big ones today. The rotation. And we get a service ace here as the Governors return it right back. Trying to get my own scoring updated here, but that was an ace for Maya Thorstensen. Or is that Franzine? I can't tell. 3 against 8. It's actually Franzine who had the ace, and now Alexis Schleckaway will swing and score for the Governors. Coming right back. That's a quick point for Pierre. They could use some more of that. 7-6 Governors. 3rd set, obviously Pierre needs this one to keep playing on, and then some more after that. Down 2 sets here. Clear away by Waldron. Titans will set up. Chesley pulls the string, and again, Pierre is in the net. An unforced error for the Governors, a net violation. They obviously realize that they do not need to be helping their opponents out, but sometimes things like that do happen. Hart plays a good pass up to the front row. Olsen back set this way, and the hit goes a little bit long from Waldron. Just an inch or two too far. Back-to-back errors for the Governors, and it's 8-7 T area. They're playing for a 3-game sweep. Waldron returns the serve right back over the net, but Chloe Christensen mistimes the jump, and she will mistime her swing. Low and in the net, the Governors dodge a bullet here. Hart out of the rotation. Novotny in to serve. Played to Franzine, up, who sets up, and Chloe Christensen has a better opportunity to swing and score here, and she does. Quick one and done for the Govs. Back to T area. Berg is out. They get Remington Bouchard back in up front. Do the Titans. This serve is a home run hit by Chloe Christensen that goes long. Second miss in serve for the Titans in this set, but they're 12th overall on the day. But who's counting, right? 9 serving 9. Governor fans just hoping for that definitive service rally. They won't get it here. The Titans go bump, set, spike, quick set. And Anea Connors, hard hitting up front, registers her 5th kill of the day. 10-9 Titans now. Ellie Clayberg, daughter of Craig Clayberg, the athletic director here at T Area High School, whom we have to thank for the hospitality and setting us up here today. Clayberg served. Both teams have had opportunities. Here is Keys for the Governors. Franzine trying to make a block play on that, but it comes down on the far side. Allie Keys with her 3rd kill. As we trade side outs, back to the Governors with the serve at 10-10. Waldron's turn now. And Sloan misses low and into the net. Sloan can get into a funk sometimes with the serve herself, but when you serve as quickly and as hard hitting as she does, sometimes that happens. 11-10 now. Connors is another one, but she's been serving a lot of lobs today at the same time. Here's Keys in the middle. Blocked and kept alive by Chesley, and then Hannah Eads tries to send one to the back row. Nobody giving chase for the Titans. They didn't need to. Eads misses by about 6 inches long in the back right corner. Our back right corner, her back left. Connors again as the Titans lead by 2, 12-10. Here comes Bushbaum. That one touched by the block of T area. Clayberg back sets far side, and that one off the net, and it's down for Franzine. Avery Franzine's 3rd, and it's 13-10, 3 in a row for the home team, as they're halfway home to a 3-game sweep here in the 3rd set. Timeout called by the Governors. Timeouts are brought to you by Agtegra, serving cities throughout central South Dakota. We're back in 30 seconds with more Pierre Governor Volleyball.
But to put your ideas to work, what if your bank asked, what if a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
When you're thinking of a new or used car, motorcycle, pickup, or RV, think of us. We make all sorts of vehicle loans. We can set you up with payments that fit your budget. So if you have getting some new wheels in mind, stop by and see us.
Back to the Owyhee Federal Credit Union press box. Owyhee Federal Credit Union, where they treat you like you own the place, because you do.
Start. Make sure to contact your local Agtegra cooperative today. Brian Oakland following the Governors here to T area. Titans are 12 points away from claiming their first victory of the season. The Governors trying to stay alive and prolong the matter here. They trail, though, 13-10. Here's another hot shot out of the timeout. And again, Kennedy Chesley. I think she has proven herself to be maybe the hardest hitting swinger in this entire match. 14-10, 4 in a row for Connors. And the Titans, the next one played up by Keys. They'll send it outside to Bushbaum. The Governors help the cause again. Bushbaum missing wide and long. over here on the near side. Make it 15-10, T area. Connors puts more of a charge into this one to the back row. Schleckaway's return is back to the net. There's no play for the Governors. Serve return error here, but a very effective serve by Anea Connors, who will serve for the 6th time in a row now. 16-10. Titans, she'll go up the far side. Bushbaum will get it back. She'll tap it, and that one is wide. Might have taken her eye off the ball just a little bit. And the Governors reeling, and there's really not much that coach can do. Tries to send in a substitution, but that one a little bit late. Connors gets a serve away as the whistle came from Scott Wagner off the ladder. Back row attack. Connors at the net, blocked. Eads was there, but it's right down on the Pierce side. And a back row point here for Anea Connors, as everything the Titans are doing is coming up roses. Bushbaum's going to check out of the front line. Kira Mertes, a 5'6" junior, checks in. And the Governors are across the line here on the set. A pass back close to the net. Waldron's momentum. Well, she got the set, put back in play, but her right foot crosses underneath the center line under the net. This is the longest run in serve for either team today. The Titans are running on 9 straight, but Connors' lob comes up short this time. A huge run for the T-Area Titans, and they are certainly in the driver's seat looking for their first victory of the season. Addie Novotny is going to check out. We see Alyssa Lowe, the 6-foot junior, on for the first time today. Hadley Hart will serve. 11 serving 19. As Novotny is going to head to the locker room. That ankle giving her fits again. Titans unable to return the serve this time. A serve return miscue. Helping the Governor cause. It's 12 serving 19. Govs just saw 9 in a row run off by the Titans. They would love to get at least half of those back here, but then comes Kennedy Chesley. Chesley with 4 in this set again. That's 2 and done this time for Pierre. 20 serving 12. Bouchard back to serve for the Titans. Played up by Keys. Waldron sends it to the back row. Schleckaway swings from there. Bouchard with a simple missed play. And a gift kill here for Lexi Schleckaway. That'll be her team high 4th of the day. And Bouchard maybe just lost a little bit of focus on that one. She'll check out. It's Berg back in to play the back line for the Titans. Allie Keys serves this time. Played by Franzine, but not a good play there. Clayberg tried to run it down, dives for it, and as T-Area tries to finish this 3rd and final set, as far as they're concerned, they've gotten a little complacent here on the last couple of points. It's 20-14 now. And make it 20-15 as Chesley misses Lowen in the net. I used that word earlier. Both of these teams need to learn how to win matches. They need to learn how to win sets, and finishing can be part of the issue. And right now, T-Area has missed on 4 in a row as Chesley swings this one long. That's 4 errors for the Titans in succession. 20-12 has become 20-16. The Governors will take all they can get. Keys will lob one across. Franzine pushes it up to Clayberg, but this time they have to stay on the floor. Schleckaway kept it off the floor. Now it's Mertes up on the right side. Kira Mertes with her first kill. The Governors earn one themselves, and they have 5 in a row. It's back to 20-17. Titans will take a timeout. Timeout's brought to you by Agtegra. Acres ahead, maximizing farms' earning potentials straight from the start. Contact your Agtegra cooperative today. 30 seconds away, and we're back to see if the Governors can continue the rally in come-from-behind fashion. We're in the 3rd. This is Pierre Governor Volleyball.
We'll get you the right loan. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. We're big on you.
We're smart enough to know you
the innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Welcome back to the Owyhee Federal Credit Union Press Box. Owyhee Federal Credit Union, where they treat you like you own the place, because you do.
Here we'll get it back. Keys up to Waldron, trying to lead the way for Schleckaway, but that's a two-hand push ahead. Now a tap back by the Titans and Christensen. Here's a second touch by Lowe. And unfortunately gets it across. Here's Chesley swinging left side, but that one will not clear. And that's 6 in a row for the Governors, who now trail by only 2, 18 serving 20. Keys with another lob serve across. Second one over by Clayberg. Lowe will send it back, and it's played by the Titans. Here's Chesley swinging, and she'll miss it again. Kennedy Chesley, who has been lights out in both the first and third sets, has now missed a few in a row in the net. And somehow they took it back. T-Area had an extra point on the board. Here's a two-hand push, and an 8-point deficit has now been cleared away by the Gunners as Schleckaway gets the two-hander to go. It was 20-12. It's now 20 serving 20. Third set, and Keys just across. I didn't think that one was going to make it. Pushed back, blocked by the Governors and Alyssa Lowe. Boom pushes it back. Lowe again, 1, 2, 3. The Governors with some reflex to clear it out. Now a swing for Christensen. There's Waldron, and we've got a point to the Governors, according to Scott Wagner. A net violation called against the Titans. And it was Christensen, I think, in the follow-through. The Titans need another timeout. 9 in a row for the Governors, who have their first lead of set 3, 21-20, as we pause for 30 seconds. And this Agtegra timeout. We're back with more Pierre Governor Volleyball.
When you need building supplies.
At Ringneck Energy, their mission is to produce renewable energy that adds value to grain and livestock production, enhances the income of their investor partners, and provide a safe, rewarding work environment. Located at 901 Redwood Avenue in Oneida, South Dakota. Call 605-945-6900 or check ringneckenergy.com. A proud supporter of local schools and wishes all students the best of luck in all their activities during the school year, creating economic opportunities in our community.
Welcome back to the Owyhee Federal Credit Union Press Box. Owyhee Federal Credit Union, where they treat you like you own the place, because you do.
9-point rally, and it hasn't been anything flashy. In fact, T-Area, trying to close out this match, has not been able to finish. They've made several mistakes, and the Governors just keep sending serves across. Here is Schleckaway, and that'll end the rally. Schleck might have missed that one a little bit low, but Franzine was there for a block point anyway. Give Franzine the ace block, which would be 6 in this match for the Pierre Governors. 21-21 now on the rally point that goes to the Titans. Govs will try to get it quickly back. Alyssa Lowe has to tap one out with the left hand. Here's Christensen taking a swing, missing wide right on the far side. Titans, who had 5 hitting errors in the first and the second sets, both have 9 now here in this third set. One and done for T-Area. The Govs lead 22-21. Molly Olsen's turn to serve, coming in off the bench as Bushbaum takes to the chairs. Out of the front row, here's Schleckaway. Waldron, right side swing, and actually it's a Waldron attack, but no touch by the Titans, and it ends up going long. That's error number 8 for the Govs in this third set. 22-22. Abby Boom, net serve. Schleckaway is there. Waldron will get another opportunity. This one misses wide on the near side. That was a good shot for Sloan Waldron, but just misses on the cross-court effort. The Titans are leading now 23-22. trying for a 3-game sweep. Waldron plays this one up. Olsen sets behind herself to Alyssa Lowe. And Alyssa gets one to go through the block and down. First action of the week for Alyssa Lowe. 23-23. And Alyssa, who is in for Novotny right now, serves. Boom plays it up. Good swing here. Nice dig. Punch dig by Molly Olsen, and the Governors free ball it back. As the setter, Francine, runs one down, and a tapper across by Anea Connors. Connors with the kill, her 7th in the match. It's 24-23. T-Area leads, and we've got match point for the Titans. And for Novotny as well. The Governors need to swing here. It's a block for the Titans, but the Govs are there to cover it up. Now from the back line, another block by Bouchard. Here has it again, pushed back. Titans in system. Bouchard for the finish, and it's good, and the Titans win their first match of the season. Remington Bouchard puts it away, and the last two go to T-Area. They outlast the Governors, who had a good rally, a great comeback effort. But on the Wagner Auto scoreboard, Game 3 goes to T-Area, defeating the Governors by the score of 25-23. A 3-game sweep. T-Area wins it 25-19, 25-18, 25-23. Titans win their first match against 7 losses on the season. The Governors will drop to 2-8 on the year. Tough loss for the Governors. Obviously, could have been a much-needed victory, but it's not the end of the world. Here just has some things to work on, and they've known that all along, obviously. They showed some good things yet again, but they will come up short in this one as T-Area wins it in 3 straight. Scoreboard brought to you by Wagner Auto of Pierre, South Dakota's oldest auto dealer, family owned all along. They are the one place to go. And we'll pause for 3 minutes. We'll go to the postgame. Postgame is brought to you by Family Dental with offices in Pierre and Gettysburg. And we'll have that for you when we come back. You're listening to Governor Volleyball and your official voice of the Govs, River 92.7 and drgnews.com.
Dr. Ryan and his team at Family Dental in Pierre and Gettysburg would like to thank their wonderful patients for allowing us to treat their whole family, from infants to elders and everyone in between, including routine dental care, same-day crowns and bridges, implants, and many more procedures. We are excited that soon we'll be able to offer IV sedation. We are excited for what the future will bring. Call 224-7774 to schedule an appointment today. Again, thank you to all our wonderful patients.
There's an app for everything, including high school sports from the stations of DRG Media Group. Download the DRG News app from the App Store or Google Play. It takes only a moment, so you'll have it to replay this game. See live and archive video of all games, and when you select your favorite station during the live stream, the video will immediately pop up. See Central South Dakota High School sports on your phone or mobile device with the DRG News app. Download it now from the App Store or Google Play.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest, convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Chances are you're overlooking a big energy thief in your home or commercial building. The Garage Doors. But Overhead Door Company of Pierre can help stop that energy waste with a full range of insulated, weather-tight garage doors. Their residential garage doors give you insulated performance at an uninsulated price. And their Thermocore insulated steel doors give commercial buildings the energy efficiency they demand today. Find out more. Call Overhead Door Company of Pierre at 1-800-649-9905 and put a stop to the garage door energy thief.
Century Business Products is a proud provider of the most reliable Kyocera copiers and printers to the Pierre School District. Backed by 5-time nationally awarded Kyocera servicing team. Are you looking to control color cost? Looking to reduce printers? Are you looking for more efficient ways to scan documents? Or maybe you'd like to become more paperless? Look no further than your local Century Business Products. Call 800-529-1950 and see how they're powering business technology.
I'm Scott Nye. As a coach for the Pierre Governors, I know a winning game plan is crucial. When it comes to your finances, you deserve one too. At New Edge Advisors, our name is new, but our commitment to you isn't. We're the same trusted team you've known, and we've expanded our playbook of resources to help you plan for retirement, manage investments, and protect your future. Let's build the strategy that gets your financial future into the end zone.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC. Advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors LLC is a separate entity from LPL Financial.
Welcome back to T-Area High School. The Titans claim their first victory of the season against a struggling Pierre Governor squad as T-Area wins it in 3 straight, 25-19, 25-18, 25-23. That last one certainly got interesting, but the Titans able to get the last say and finally able to finish that third set and finish off their first W of the season. Governors, of course, did have their struggles, but all in all, just back to the drawing board as far as Pierre is concerned. Brian Oakland with you. This is our Family Dental post-game as we give you the recap in this one. Pierre got off to a good start. Coach Kerry Wheelhouse said they wanted to win small victories throughout each game. Oddly enough, Kari Hansen of T-Area said pretty much the same thing, but Pierre wanted to get the 5 first and get settled in. Well, they won the first 4 points of that first set. They got the 5 first with a 5-2 lead, but by the time the Governors had extended their lead, its biggest lead was at 4 at 7-3, or at least that late. But T-Area was able to chip away. They finally took a lead at 11-10, and they started to build a lead of 4 at 17-13, and they kept it at 4, even to 5 at 20-15. Throughout 23-18, it was still at 5, and then from 23-19, the Titans get the last 2 of the first set and win at 25-19, and then they score the first 3 of the second set, and they built a 7-2 lead early on. The Governors weren't to go away, certainly in that second game. They got back within 1 as at the 12-11 mark. Scoring-wise, they took their first lead in the second set at 14-13, but the Titans came back with 3 in a row, and then we tied at 16. Then T-Area with 5 in a row to go up 21-16 from there. And they were able to maintain that lead, and they extended it to 7 at the end at 25-18. Third set was back and forth. The Governors had a 2-0 lead early. Titans took a 3-2 lead, stayed at 4-3. Then the Govs come up with 3 well-played points in a row, and they take a 6-4 lead. Titans come back to tie at 6, and then we go back and forth. Titans with a lead, 8-7, 9-8, 10-9. And then the Governors, after a side out, had us, we were tied at 10-10. And then with Anea Connors serving, the Titans looked like they were going to run away with this thing, serving 9 straight points. And it was 19-10 at that point. It was 20-12 with an 8-point lead, but then the Governors come back. They got help from the Titans, who did seem to have some trouble in finishing off this match. And they committed some mistakes, had some hitting errors, and lo and behold, the Governors had a 9-point rally of their own to go from 20-12 down to 21-20 up. Then we went back and forth, trading side outs. Pierce still led 22-21, but T-Area gets 2 in a row to go up 23-22. Then side out to the Governors, and we're tied at 23, but the T-Area Titans get a side out point to get themselves to match point. And Remington Bouchard, who had a great game all around in this match, was able to get the last kill. And T-Area wins it 25-23. Hard fought in the end. The Governors certainly fighting all the way to the end in that third set, but they do fall 2-8 on the season. Taking a look at the stats in this one. Actually, I didn't do my homework in the tail end of that, but we'll do this on the fly here. Governors did have 9 kills in that third set alone. but they had 9 hitting errors as well. In the kill column, unofficially 20 for the Governors overall. Lexi Schleckaway will finish with 5. Allie Keys held to 3. Marina Bushbaum has 3. Addie Novotny with 3. A couple of kills for Hannah Eads, and then single kills for Molly Olson. Kira Mertes off the bench, Sloan Waldron, and for Alyssa Lowe off the bench today as well. 20 kills for the Governors. The Titans in that last set had 12 kills. They go 10, 11, 12 on the day for a total of 33, outscoring the Govs 33-20 in that department. And leading the way for the Titans with 8 kills will be Remington Bichard, also Kennedy Chesley, who swung a hot bat in both the first and the third sets. Next in line is Anea Connors, who finishes with 7, so they get 8, 8, and 7 in their top 3. Elsewhere, Maya Thorstensen with 3, Avery Franzine with 3, Chloe Christensen with 3, and a kill for the libero as well. And Abby Boom for the Titans. It seemed though, however, that especially early on in this match, the blocking belonged to T Area. Remington Bichard had 4 blocks in that first set alone. The Titans will finish with 6 overall on the day compared to 3 for the Governors. Hannah Eads with a couple, Addie Novotny with 1. Franzine and Chesley also had solo blocks for the Titans. In the serving department, T Area will serve 7 aces, 2 each for Clayberg, Connors, and Bichard, 1 for Franzine. They did have some errors in serve, quite a number of them actually, as that number will be about 13 strong for the Governors, with 2 service aces from Hadley Hart and solo aces from Molly Olson, Allie Keys, Sloan Waldron, and Alexi Schleckaway. That's 6 aces overall. Pierre commits 7 service errors. But then the hitting numbers come up, and the Governors finish with 9 in that third set. They'll have 21 and an average of 7 per game in this match. And again, it got a little sloppy for T Area down the stretch in that third set, but they still outlast them, and they have 19 hitting errors themselves. So that certainly could have been better, but the Titans will definitely take the victory. Their first of the season. They are 1-7 now, and a 3-set sweep of the Pierre Governors. Certainly big plays in addition to the 9-point rally in that third set for the Titans. I would say the 5-point run that put them that broke a 16-16 tie in the second set, and T Area took control of that second game with a 21-16 lead. They won at 25-18. They certainly were able to relax and settle in after being up 2-0, and T Area wins this one again in 3 with a hard-fought 25-23 third set victory. Let's talk about players of the game. Your player of the game is brought to you by Bauman Lumber and KGFX Broadcast. We'll hear from them, and we'll tell you who wins that honor when we come back with more Pierre Governor Volleyball.
When you need building supplies, there's no need to go anywhere except to Bauman Lumber in Fort Pierre. Bauman Lumber is locally owned and offers quality products, expert advice, free estimates, and free local delivery for large or small projects. Whether it's a home improvement project, remodel job, or all new construction, they even welcome special orders. Quality building materials and affordable prices for residential or commercial projects can be found at Bauman Lumber, 1223 Sale Barn Road, Fort Pierre, or call 223-9762.
Player of the game brought to you by Bauman Lumber in Fort Pierre. And as you take a look at some positives on the Governor's side, and again, hopefully the one thing they take away from this, we don't like to talk about moral victories necessarily, but this team was down 20-12 in that third set. They came back and took a 21-20 lead. Sure, they had some help, but sometimes you're forcing that other team into making some mistakes, and the Governors certainly did not go away. You want to use that as a positive. I really thought, Alexis Schleckaway leading with 5 kills. Hadley Hart had a good day in serve. She served well with a couple of aces to lead the way, but you still want to see the Governors try to get in system a little bit more. They need to get some more consistent swings and maybe some more pinpoint production. And Coach Wheelhouse talks about wanting to get Allie Keys more swings, and don't know that we really saw that today, but still, all in all, The Governors are just searching for leaders out there, in addition to somebody else who can really provide and pack a punch and put points on the board as well. There was a number of good things from time to time, but once again, it's just nobody standing out necessarily in this one for the Governors. As for T area, they've got 8 kills from Kennedy Chesley and Remington Bouchard, 7 from Anea Connors, but I think the most complete match did come from Remington Bouchard today with 8 kills. Also, the four blocks in the first set were very key. As T area came from behind, Governors had the early lead, and it seemed like the momentum swung in that first set with the 4 block points from Bouchard. She added a couple of aces in the second set as well, so Bouchard was scoring in a number of different ways, and she'll be our player of the game, brought to you by Bauman Lumber in this one. And Bauman Lumber and KGFX Sports with the t-shirt noting her accomplishments as Bouchard leads the Titans to their first win of the season. Your Bauman Lumber player of the game. Titans win at 25-19, 25-18, 25-23. T area goes to Watertown in their next match on Tuesday, and then they'll play an opponent yet to be determined next Saturday when they are at the Sanford Pentagon. They have a matchup with Lennox also, and that'll be interesting. The Governors have a matchup with Class A Lennox coming up in October as well. The Governors' schedule has, nothing for the next 2 weeks game-wise. The Governors are off until 2 weeks from today when they host one of the top teams in all of South Dakota, the Brandon Valley Lynx. That'll be Saturday afternoon, October 4th, and that'll be 2:30 with the first serve. Will be on the air at about 2 o'clock, and that is should be on River 92.7. With the Governors' next volleyball match. Soccer, the doubleheader with T area. The boys lost 2-1, and the girls' game had Pierre leading 2-0 rather in that second one, which is on River 92.7. That may still be going on. Our next coverage of Governor Sports will be football. On Friday night, the Governors take to the road after getting a 20-17 win over Brookings on homecoming night last night. The Governors go to Yankton, and that'll be on River 92.7. Hope you can join me and Trent Merkwan for that one, as we will have coverage beginning at 6:25 on Friday night. And to those who are on the road this weekend, following the Governors, following your dreams and passions, whatever you've got going on, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety reminds us to text or drive. There is no and also buckle up every trip, every time. Reminders from the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety. Caleb Brozick has run camera for us from Live Ticket. We appreciate his efforts and their efforts as well. You can rewatch this match over at your leisure, if you like, on the KGFX page of drgnews.com and your DRG News smartphone app. And Haley Hansen's been running technical direction in studio. We'll send it back to her, and we'll get you back to Saturday afternoon programming as well. As your final Wegner Auto scoreboard has the T area Titans knocking off the Governors in 3 straight today, 25-19, 25-18, 25-23. I'm Brian Oakland, wishing you a great weekend, everybody. This has been a presentation of the official voice of the Pierre Governors, 1060 KGFX, 103.1 FM, and drgnews.com. Good afternoon, everybody.